Hello and warm welcome to all of you. Dear students, today I am here with a new chapter of economic, chapter number 3, poverty as challenge. In this chapter, we are going to discuss one of the most difficult challenges faced by independent India in terms of poverty. In our daily life, we come across many people who we think are poor. In our surrounding, in our neighborhood, when we are moving into town and cities, in rural area, number of people we are seeing who we think they are poor. They could be a landless labor in villages or people living in overcrowded cities in cities. Where we find such people? In rural area, in villages, they could be a landless labor. These landless labor, they are not getting regular work, they are not getting a daily work. Even the level of income of these poor people are also very less. In urban area, in cities, they could live in slum area. In slum region, these poor people are living. These poor people, they could be daily wage workers at construction site or child workers in dabas. Who are these poor people living in slum region in cities? These poor people, they are daily based workers who are working at maybe at construction site, or maybe they are child labor working on dabas, on tea stall. Their income level is also very less. So when the income level is less, it's obvious that the consumption level of the person is also less. For example, Mr. A is earning 100 rupees per day. So the consumption level of Mr. A is 100. Might he try to save some rupees from 100 for next day? But when he is earning 100 rupees, so might he is going to consume 100 rupees. He is not going to consume more than 100 rupees. So the landless labor in rural area and daily wage worker in urban area, their level of income is less. And when the level of income is less, their consumption level is also less. So these are the common indicator of poverty in rural as well as urban area. What? Level of income and level of consumption. These two are the common indicator of poverty in rural area as well as urban area. Even they could also be beggars with children in tatters. Even beggars, we can include them as a poor people. They and their children, they are wearing a torn clothes. Even they are not able to meet basic sustenance for themselves. We see poverty all around us. In fact, every fourth person in India is poor. This means roughly 270 million people in India live in poverty as per 2011-12 report. We see poverty all around us, and as per 2011 report, every fourth person in India is poor. Approximately 270 million people, 27 crore people are living in poverty in India. As per the new report of 2019-20, 30% people out of total population of our country, they are living in extremely poor condition. By this figure, we can say that India has the largest single concentration of the poor people in the world. By this figure, we can say that the challenge of poverty is very serious in our country. Now we are going to discuss two case study. One is from rural region and one from urban region. In urban case, 33-year-old Ramsaran worked as a daily wage laborer in wheat flour mill near Ranchi in Jharkhand. He managed to earn around rupees 1500 a month when he find employment, which is not often. The money is not enough to sustain his family of 6 that include his wife and 4 children aged between 12 years to 6 months. Here one example of daily wage worker in urban region, Ramsaran. He is a daily wage worker who is working in flour mill in Ranchi. He is able to earn 1500 rupees per month, and these 1500 rupees are not enough for the sustenance of his family, because in his family there are 6 members including his wife, his wife and his 4 children. Even he has to send money to his old parents who are living in nearby village Ramgarh. His father, he is a landless laborer, depend on Ramsaran and his brother who lives in Hazirabad for sustenance. His father, he is a landless laborer and dependent on Ramsaran and his brother for their sustenance. Ramsaran lives in a one-room rented house in a crowded basti in the outskirts of the city. Ramsaran living in slum region, one-room house in slum region on rent. It is built of bricks and clay tiles. His wife Santa Devi worked as a part-time maid in few houses and managed to earn another rupees 100. They manage a meager meal of dal and rice twice a day, but there is never enough for all of them. His wife, she is also working as a maid in a few houses and able to earn 800 rupees. They are able to get meal of dal and rice twice a day, but there is never enough for all of them. His son worked as a helper in tea shop to supplement the family income and earns another rupees 300, while his 10-year-old daughter takes care of younger sibling. None of the children go to school. The size of the family is large. So Ram Saran, elder son, worked on a nearby tea stall as a helper, and his younger sister taking care of their sibling. The children, they are not able to get the education. Even they have only 2 pair of handmade down clothes each. New ones are brought only when the old clothes become unwearable. They have only 2 pair of clothes, and they are purchasing new one when the old one are not in position to wear. Means when it becomes unwearable. The younger kids are undernourished. They have no access to healthcare when they fall ill. The younger kids of the family, they are undernourished. Means they are not getting proper nutritious food for their growth. Even they are not getting the facility of health care when they fall ill. So this was the case from urban region. Now we are going to discuss the case from rural. Lakha Singh belonged to a small village near Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. His family doesn't own any land, so they do odd jobs for the big farmers. Work is erratic and show is income. At times they get paid rupees 50 or hard day's work, but often it's in kind, like a few kilograms of wheat or dal or even vegetable for toiling in the farm do the day. Lakha Singh, he is living in nearby village of Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. Lakha Singh do not own a land, means he is a landless laborer. So he is working for the large farmer, but work is erratic and income is also erratic. Means work is not, he is not able to get, not able to find regular work, and that's why not able to get regular income. Sometimes he is able to earn 50 rupees for the hard work of throughout the day. Sometimes he is getting some kilograms of dal, wheat, or even sometime vegetable for the hard work, for whole day hard work. The family of 8 cannot always manage 2 square meal a day. Lakha lives in Kacha hut on the outskirts of the village. Whatever income he is able to earn, it is not enough for the family with the 8 members. Lakha Singh and his family is living in a Kacha house. The woman of the family spend a day chopping fodder and collecting firewood in the field. His father is TB patient, passed away 2 years ago due to the lack of medication. His mother now suffers from the same disease and life is slowly ebbing away. The woman of the family, they busy in collecting of fodders for the animals and collecting of firewoods for preparing food. His father, he was a TB patient and passed away 2 years ago, and his mother have a same disease of TB, and she is waiting for the date because they are not getting a medical facility. Although the village has a primary school, Lakha never went there. He had to start earning when he was 10 years old. New clothes happen once in a few years. Even soap and oil are luxury for the family. There is a primary school in his village, but due to the condition of the family, Lakha never went to school and started work at the age of 10. New clothes happens in a few years for them, and soap and oil, hair oil, are luxury for them. So dear students, we have discussed the two cases, Ram Saran from the urban region and Lakha Singh from the rural region. So here I would like to tell you the indicator of, I would like to explain the indicator of poverty. In both the cases, the level of income is very less. Ram Saran able to earn only 1500 rupees, and it's Lakha Singh able to earn 50 rupees per day. Sometimes he is getting a few kilograms of wheat, rice and vegetable for his hard work. So level of income in both the cases is very less. So level of income is less, it is obvious that level of consumption is less. When person is not able to earn more, so how he is able to consume more? So after the study of these two cases, we can say that level of income and level of consumption, these two are common indicator of poverty. Now we will see some social indicator of poverty from these two cases. In both the cases, we see that there is a lack of education. Ram Saran didn't get education, even his children, they are also not getting the facility of education. In the case of Lakha Singh, he start the work at the age of 10 years, and that's why he was not able to get the primary education. So level of literacy is a social indicator of poverty. Second social indicator in the form of lack of general nutrition due to the malnutrition. In both the cases, we observe that both the family, they are not able to feed themselves properly with 2-time meal because of lack of income. They are not able to fulfill their basic requirement of food. In the case of Ram Saran, his younger children, they are undernourished because they are not getting health facilities. In the case of Lakha Singh, his parents were suffering from TB. His father passed away due to the lack of medical facilities. So, lack of access to health care and sanitation This is also the social indicator of poverty. Even these people, they are living, Ram Saran living in slum region, Lakha Singh lives in Kacha house. So these people, they are not able to get safe drinking water, pure drinking water for themselves. So after discussing these two examples, we can say that in both the cases, they do not possess the land. Even we can see unemployment exists in both the cases. Size of the family is large. Illiteracy is there. Poor health condition of all family members is also there. Even Ram Saran, elder son, is working as child labor. So we can observe the case of child labor is also there. So because of all above condition, at the end, there is a feeling of hopelessness, there is a feeling of helplessness during both the family. So dear students, today we have discussed the common indicator and social indicator of poverty. In common indicator, level of income and level of consumption. In social indicator, level of literacy, lack of resistance due to the malnutrition, lack of access to health facilities, and lack of access to pure drinking water. These are the social indicator of the poverty. Hope you all are getting better idea after this explanation. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Inshallah, we will meet again very soon with the second part of the same chapter. Allah Hafiz.